what's going on? It's Movie here with the car guys. I'm here with Antoine Steele out of Virginia, right?
Yep.
We're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. You know, getting 7th place.
Yep, 7th.
With PK Fire. And you're on a roll today. Why PK Fire of all things?
Really? It was between Cosmo and PK Fire for me. I just don't like playing Monarchs, and I especially dislike the mirror match. So between Cosmo and PK Fire, I felt more comfortable with PK Fire, really. I felt like it has a lot more plays, and people don't really side as much for it, whereas Cosmo, it's kind of been figured out, I think, at this point.
Okay, yeah, let's see what you played then.
3 Terratop, the 1 Taketon board, 1 Tour Guide. All of those are pretty standard. Then for the Burning Abyss monsters, I played 3 Skarm, 2 Seer, 1 Graph, just the main engine that everyone plays the same ratio of. It gets a little different here because I played 2 Farfa, 2 Alec, Calcab, Barbar, and Libic. I chose these ratios because I wanted to play a lot of Burning Abyss monsters to make sure I can make Beatrice first turn every single game. That was my goal with this deck, just make Beatrice and then try to outplay my opponents. Most people play 3 Farfa and 1 Alec, but I chose the second Alec because against Monarchs, Alec puts in a lot more work. Farfa doesn't do anything against that matchup, versus with Alec you can negate Edia, Eidos. You can also negate Monarch monsters if they tribute your Beatrice while it has Alec as material. You can negate that Monarch. And I think that's just a really insane interaction. And then these 3 are just necessary. I won a lot of games with Barbar. For the Phantom Knights, 3 Boots, 2 Cloak, and 2 Gloves. Most people only play 1 Gloves, but I really liked having extra Phantom Knight monsters, so when I mill with Dante, there's a higher chance of me actually milling something good.
Yeah.
And finally, I played 3 Maxis.
How'd that work out for you today?
Honestly, pretty well. I didn't expect to play a lot of Cosmo. Actually, I was really playing against Monarchs. I think this deck has a pretty good Cosmo matchup in and of itself, but Monarchs is what I was worried about. And so it was really, I didn't want to play these at all, but it really worked out because I played 5 Cosmos.
Awesome, awesome. What about spells?
For the spells, triple Twin Twister. Added the 3rd one in the last minute and it came in clutch. Round 1, I opened triple Twin Twister and then Skarm and Taketon board. And then I thought I was going to lose, but then I just ended up coming back from there because being able to have triple really helped me just keep blowing back row, blowing scales, and it came in really clutch. Next we play 2 mass changes. I really want to summon Beatrice, Dark Law, and then Fogblade. I think that's probably the best setup in the game right now. I don't think any deck can really play with that. So that was the goal. I didn't play 3 because it's not really good going second. And then finally I played 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Reinforcements of the Army, and then 1 Raigeki.
Okay, what about traps?
3 Fogblade, and then 1 Solemn Warning.
That's it?
That's it.
Awesome. How about the extra on the side?
Which one first?
Either one's fine.
I actually forgot my side deck's over there. But for the extra, 3 Dante, 2 Beatrice.
Only 2?
Only 2 because I don't plan on going into it that much. It's really only good first turn. Well, I mean, it's always good, but mid to late game, you don't always want to summon Dante because it's really only a beat stick. Once you have your graveyard established, you want to be summoning like Leviers, Break Swords, things like that that are really going to help you push for game versus Dante, which has a lot of trouble doing that. 2 Break Sword. This card came in clutch all day just for baiting out traps. Because if you summon it, your opponent has to respond, or else you're just going to blow up their trap. They have to respond to it, and if they don't, then you can just blow it up and continue your plays. 1 Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. I really want to play Key Beetle, but I ended up playing this instead just because of I might be able to attack over something and do more damage. Didn't summon it though. 1 Levier. It's good. Probably the MVP of the extra deck is definitely Giga Brilliant and Digital Bug Corbage. I summon this in almost every single matchup, especially against my Monarch matchup. I could spin back Prime with Corbage. Against Cosmos. When you summon F-Zero, they don't want to summon anything in attack position. So they're going to summon in defense. All other pilots, Landwalkers, Slip Riders, all going to be in defense. You can spin them back with Corbage. Same in the Burning Abyss mirror match. People mostly summon Beatrice in defense, spin it right back to the deck. And so Corbage came in handy in almost every matchup I played.
Yeah.
And then finally for the Xyz, 1 F-Zero. Once again, I played 5 Cosmo, and so this put in a lot of work.
Of course.
Then I played 1 Virgil and 1 Pilgrim Dante for the Beatrice targets. I really want to play a second Pilgrim, but I just didn't have the space for it.
Okay. For a lot of people say that actually they want to.
Yeah. Then finally, just Dark Law. Play the Mass Change, so it comes in handy.
All right, awesome. What about the side deck?
For the side deck, I played 2 Ghost Reapers. I actually rushed so hard in the beginning of the event to get these, and then in my 2 Burning Abyss mirror matches, I got Reapered once, and I never drew this, and so it's really a waste of $40. 2 Flying Seas, really good in theory, never drew it either. 2 Lancia. Of the side deck, this was definitely the best card. In round 8, the player summoned Dark Destroyer targeting itself. I chained Lancia, and he just couldn't do anything the rest of the turn. He'd already used his normal summon, couldn't banish, and this just put in a lot of work all day. It's also good in Monarchs, because they play Pantheism and then they can't banish it. 2 Veiler for Monarchs, and just in general when you're going second, it's just a pretty good hand trap. It's all around really solid. The 3rd Mass Change. 1 Mischief of the Gnomes. This card is really good because you can send it off with Beatrice, and then during your opponent's turn you can banish it, reduce the level of all their monsters in their hand permanently for that turn, and it really just shuts down Burning Abyss for a whole turn. Definitely good. 1 Vanity's Emptiness. Once again, going first, I want to lock my opponents down.
Yeah.
2 Stygian Dirge for Pendulums. I really didn't want to make any rank 4s like Dweller, Castellar, all really tough to play around, especially when they pendulum like 3-4 monsters. Like Farfaring just 1 doesn't do anything. They're gonna summon the Dweller first, which means you can't use Farfa after that. So this really stops those plays. And then finally, 2 Iron Wall for Cosmos. It was okay, I didn't really draw it too often, and then when I did, it really locked off my Phantom Knight engine as well. So I would probably not side this anymore, but it was decent.
Awesome. Well, bro, congrats on top 8 with PK Fire. Any shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, I want to shout out my girlfriend. She really helped me test through all of this. I mean, she didn't really know what's going on, but she was there supporting me, rooting me on. Also my team, Team Monster, my friend Joseph for letting me borrow this match, CJ, Nick, Sean, all of them just really helped me test this deck and really put in a lot of work, so I really appreciate everything they did for me.
Awesome. Well, hey, congrats again. Hopefully see you again soon. Once Nats comes around, hopefully you get that big top and everything.
Yeah.
It's been Call the Card, guys, and we will see you guys later.